Hello everybody, I'm Sebastian Kurfürst and I'm going to demonstrate a really nice feature and a really nice framework I've been working on in the last 2 months together with Bastian Weidelich. It's about creating forms and creating forms in FLOW3 projects. And we've created a form API and a form builder which belongs to that. And what I see here in this screen is actually the form builder. I'm going to demonstrate just how easy it is to create a new form. So we just create our form. For example, we call it, let's say we want to create some form where the user uploads his avatar image. So let's say it's avatar, or just set some user data. So let's call it the user data form. We press create. And then we see the form builder UI here. So the UI is separated into a few parts. In the middle you see the form preview. On the left side there's the structure of the form. On the bottom left side you see the elements you can insert at the current point. On the right side you see the properties for the currently selected element. So first off, I'm gonna switch to a more beautiful preset, so we just use the Bootstrap preset instead of the default one because that gives us a more nice default rendering. So let's say we wanna give the user the chance to insert his name. So we say, okay, that's a single line text. So let's just put in the name. You see, it's almost immediately updated in the mid no matter what I do. So let's just enter our name here, and I say I want to use it as a required field. And you see the star, for example, is added automatically to it. Okay, after the name, we also want to use the email address of the user. So that's again a single line text. We use it email here, and we add a validator, and you see we have quite a few of pre-configured validators, and so we choose the email validator from that. Okay, now we would like to try out the form, what it does. So we save the form and we preview the form, and you see it opens a new tab where I can test the form. So just if I don't fill in anything and just press submit, it tells me, well, this property is required. So let's fill in some name here. Well, actually my name is Sebastian, and I take a wrong email here just for demonstrating. And now you see, okay, it wants some validation in terms of email addresses. So we just choose Sebastian at typostry.org. And now I could submit the form, for example. That's pretty, well, unexciting so far maybe, so let's add some more to it. So let's say the user has the chance to select his favorite programming language, and for that we want to use a second page. So we create a new page, and you see it's automatically inserted after the current page, and the preview jumps to the next page. And there we use a radio button element, or a list of radio buttons for the favorite programming language. So your favorite programming language, and we insert, for example, we insert PHP, Java, Groovy, Ruby, and what else? And let's imagine I don't want this what else case and I forgot it. Oh, then I can just remove it again. I can reorder the elements as I want. So for example, we want Java in the beginning. No, we want Ruby in the beginning, then Java, PHP, and then Groovy, for example. And you see it's really updated again in real time. So that's quite nice so far. Let's add some more to it. So let's, for example, add an image upload where you can insert your avatar. So we just say it's your avatar image, and you see it's automatically previewed as that. By the way, you can also so let's save that again and try it out. So I refresh the form, And you see we now have the avatar image here, and I can choose an image. I can save it, and I still have an invalid email address, but you see the image is already there and it's previewed. I can replace it, or I can just leave it like that. We have a lightbox integrated, so let's just use a valid email address here. And now I come to the point to the second page. And if I go back, then you see everything I did already is pre-selected as it was, and I can also go forward again. So let's imagine, well, I want this avatar image on the second page. So let's just drag and drop it to the page I want it to be. And I want the avatar image before the programming language select. And you see I can use drag and drop in the middle field and also in the tree to select the hierarchy accordingly. If I just save again and then refresh my preview, then you see that's also immediately updated. I have the avatar image here, and I can now choose my programming language. So let's say as the last step I want some confirmation page, some preview page which shows all the values the user has submitted. So I can just add a preview page. And I give it a nice label. And you see it's also updated immediately. I save it. Let's refresh. You see the button changes from submit to next page because we have another page left. I insert my favorite programming language, and you see the preview page shows me all my results I have used so far. And now I can submit the form, and in the default case this will not just do nothing, but you can insert special handlers, for example, for sending an email, or for redirecting to a special controller action, or for post-processing the data into a database. You can do that by adding the so-called finishers. And we have a few finishers collected with us, and some others you can just program yourself. So that's it for the form builder. What you've seen here is all extensible, so you can extend, for example, the different presets you have available to use client-side validation or to use custom elements. And you can extend the system by new form elements really easily, or you can adjust the rendering of form elements very simply. So how do you continue if you want to use that? Well, first off, we have quite good documentation. So we have the form API and form builder documentation, which is the basic starting point, which has five guides which get you started quickly. So a quick start guide, then a guide which tells you how to adjust the form output, how to extend the form API, and then how to use and extend the form builder. And aside to that, there's also a really good API description explaining in a very broad fashion why the code does what it does and how it is working in detail. If you want to know more, you can head over to the FLOW3 project where the further development will happen. And yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, and hear you soon. Bye.